I work in the front lines of the real estate industry, diligently helping families as they navigate the often choppy waters of buying or selling a home, ending up with a move. After all these years, there's little that I haven't seen. Most transactions can be condensed down to a buyer, a seller, and a home. Sure, there's a lot of other folks helping the process along. Mix enough people into it, and many of these sales are more CSI than HGTV. Just concluded a sale where the entire transaction had a spirit of destiny about it. We began looking for the next home in January, wrote a few offers, but nothing really stuck. In March, we found a new listing, looked at it right away, and the feeling was unanimous. This was it. After opening escrow, we heard from neighbors, who already knew the buyers, that the seller was a really nice guy, and we hoped that this was truly the case. As part of the inspection, we asked the seller to address some, but not all, of the items noted on the report, and the seller agreed, and this is the right thing to do in most cases. When the appraisal came in below contract price, we debated about the best path forward, given that the entire sale was contingent upon an appraisal. We offered to split the difference with the seller, and he agreed. Problem solved. This is also a smart move for most sellers. The seller was relocating and didn't want to take much of his furniture. Buyers and sellers agreed on a really good price, and the seller no longer had to worry about those items. Comes the final walkthrough before closing, and the seller mentions a few things he'd fixed that we hadn't asked for, or they were working earlier. These amounted into the thousands of dollars. On the actual day of closing, the home had been cleaned, the floors steamed, and a new $900 chlorine generator added to the pool. Did I say the seller was a really good guy? The buyers offered the seller that the door was always open should he come back to the area, and you know what? The seller probably will come back to say hi. He's a really good guy. The buyers want to keep him. The universe has a funny way of telling us things. As we completed the key handover today, a landscaping crew pulled up to a neighbor's home, and the buyers, who were only moving from a few miles away, noticed that it was their own landscaper, and they were hoping that he would come to that area. It's just amazing how their entire experiences are coming together in such a perfect way. There's a lot of different outcomes, and we could not script this any better than what we have. Here they are.